Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I have a very exciting video planned for you today. For a while I've been trying to come up with a good series to put on my YouTube channel. Something that's honest, something that's not just gimmicky, just clickbait, because there's way too much of that on YouTube. So I wanted to give you a genuine, honest musical series that I could return to hopefully every single week if I get some support for this. And that idea is musical treasures. So I give you episode 1 of musical treasures. Now in musical treasures, what I want to do is sit down at the piano, give you a little bit of backstory, and play one song for you. Because I always feel that if I have a little bit of backstory about a song, if I know what the song's about, I almost always enjoy listening to the song a little bit more. I feel a little more invested. I kind of relate to the song more, obviously. I feel we all kind of have that in us. If you ask anybody who knows me, they'll say if Dylan's around a piano, he's going to sit at that thing and, you know, not for any arrogant reason, not to show off or anything, but just because I really love to share this with people. And I usually say something that people haven't heard about before, so that's enough for the preamble on the whole thing. We're going to get right into it. The piece I have selected today is a really, really wonderful one. If you've not heard it before, you're going to love it, I think. It's called A Perfect Day, and it was written in 1909 by Carrie Jacobs Bond. And now, Carrie Jacobs Bond, a little backstory on her. She was born in 1862 in Wisconsin. She wrote the song I Love You Truly, and she wrote A Perfect Day. They're probably her two most famous pieces. And the backstory on her I really want to hit on before we get into the song is that this is a woman who went through life and experienced a good deal of tragedy as well, an unexpected tragedy. And so in 1895, her husband died of a tragic accident. And I actually looked it up, and if it's to be believed on Wikipedia, it said that someone threw, and I'm not making this up, I swear, I'm not trying to make light of it, but somebody threw a snowball at him, and he fell and broke his ribs or something, and as a result of complications with that, I believe he had passed away in 1895. All that aside, she had a son at the time, and so after the death of her husband, she had no income, and she had all these bills to pay, and she had to really rely on her skills as an artist, as a poet, as a composer, to get her and her son through that really rough time. And so we fast forward to 1909. She has really successfully bounced back from pretty serious tragedy in her life. It's said that when she wrote this song, she was on this really nice trip in California with some friends, seeing nature, and she thought it was just the most lovely day. And she wanted to thank her friends in the best way she could, so she thought she'd write this poetry and this music. And two lines from this poetry that I just immediately want to point out before I sing through it is, she says, "Do you think what the end of a perfect day can mean to a tired heart?" You know, just think about that for a second. And the other one I really love, the phrasing she uses, "For memory has painted this perfect day with colors that never fade." I just think that's such beautiful poetry there, you know? But I want you, as I play through this, to think about that backstory, to think about the struggle that she's had, and despite all of that, she's able to write such a beautiful, optimistic tune. And I want you to think maybe about some rough points in your life that you thought, man, am I ever going to get out of this rut? Try to take that message to heart as I play through this. I hope you really enjoy this. Please like and subscribe if you do. I'll try not to torture you too much with my singing, but I think you'll get by just fine.
When you come to the end of a perfect day, and you sit alone with your thought, while the chimes ring out with a carol gay, for thy joy that thy day has brought. Do you think what the end of a perfect day can mean to a tired heart? friends